Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the product PocketLab. PocketLab is a device that allows you to measure acceleration, angular position, projectile speed, angular velocity, barometric pressure, altitude, magnetic fields, and temperature. You can measure all of those things with one little device. Now, how can you use this? You use this by pairing it with any Bluetooth enabled device. That includes your iPads, your Android phones, and also your Chromebooks. The only thing that you have to do is download the PocketLab app, pair the device, the PocketLab, to your cell phone or your device, whichever device you're going to be utilizing with it, and you'll be able to start working instantly. So let's take a look at how to pair it. As you can see, I have a Samsung. This is what the PocketLab icon looks like right here. So I'm going to touch it and turn it on. And so now it's wanting to pair with the device. So I go over to the PocketLab here, and there's a button on the side. The button on the side. And I press that button. You turn it on, you see the blinking light, and it says science, and you're off and going, instantly collecting data. As you can see, it was already preset to start taking data for acceleration. You can see acceleration listed here at the top. So before we get into the actual graph, let's take a look at some of the features that go across here. So again, you can see that it's connected to the device. And so the first thing that we're going to take a look at is this little button here. This button is designed so that when you click it, you have the option of unpairing the PocketLab from the app. So that's all that does. So when you touch it, you get the question, would you like to unpair it? And so we don't want to unpair it. The next button here, it tells you how many data points it's going to collect per second. Right now I have mine set for 10 points per second. You can adjust that either up or down. This is going to give you the option of changing your units of measure. And this one right here, the graph here, it tells you is asking you what kind of graph would you like to have. As I stated before, I'm doing acceleration, but I also can do acceleration vector. I can do angular velocity, magnetic field magnitude, pressure, altitude, pressure, barometric, temperature, internal. I can select one or two graphs, which is perfectly fine. So let's keep it the way it is so that you can see them. So I want to take off temperature and just do acceleration for this purpose. So we have our one graph. Notice we have our X and Y are together at 0 because it's not moving. And we do have the Z field going on here too, kind of doing a little oscillating piece here. And so it's collecting it over time. And you see this is seconds, and this is meters per second. And notice it had a jump, so that meant that I moved it. So you can see. So as you can see, if I move it, how it the acceleration from the different vantage points is. So if I do a slight move here, how does it impact? And so this can, so you can kind of see how that moves along the graph here. So now it's still again, so it's not graphing anything. One of the other features that I really enjoy about using the PocketLab, is this feature right here. This gives you a picture-in-picture option. So you can actually collect data, and at the same time that you're collecting the data, you're actually recording your whatever experiment as well. So you're recording the image at the same time. So I'm going to let me click this. And I can pick this up, and now you can see the PocketLab from the from my cell phone. And so if I want to come in and move it around, and you can see it's collecting data at the same time. So it is recording everything that I'm doing, so that if I want to come back at a later date, I'll be able to come back and actually display this for my students so that they'll be able to see this in the classroom setting. Or if I want to do a comparison between two different students' work and find out where there was an error in the experiment, so that we can make sure that we're comparing two experiments that are similar, with no erroneous alterations, no erroneous mistakes being made, then this would be a great opportunity to do that. It also allows the teacher to have the opportunity to do experiments in front of the classroom without having students get up to look at the experiment, because you can actually take the PocketLab and put it within the experiment video, and it can record it and display it on the smartboard while all the students are at their desks. So if you have any questions, or you want to take a look at one of these for yourself, the only place I know to get one is through ETA Hand to Mind. They sell them. I do not know how much they cost, but I will include a link to that within the description. And I know someone's going to ask, well, how do I share it, or how do I download the information? So it gives me the option of playing it, sharing it, or clearing it. So if I wanted to share it, I can say I want to share the data. I can say I want to share. I can share the data. And then it gives me options for sharing the data, so I can save it into my Google folder if I would like to, or I can email it. Any other questions about PocketLab, or if you would like to see PocketLab in action with, outside or in different scenarios, please let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, have a great day.